So my name is Lisha Sablan. I am the head of design for Janet's brands, which include Ali'i, Ngalu, Teropika, Masina Blue, and also Love Pacific. My family started the business in 1989. We have 6 stores in Samoa. One of the products that I'm right next to here is our Ngalu brand. This is a brand that I designed the print pattern for, as well as the garment pattern. So it's been quite an interesting in hindsight, where I didn't know that what I was learning on Photoshop, on design programs, on Illustrator could lead me into what I'm doing today. But like I said, one of the most important things that you can do is to expand yourself. And how do you expand yourself personally is you gain more knowledge. You gain more knowledge by doing everything. How do you know what you want to do if you're not exposed to it? My brother and I both went off to university. We both studied completely different things to what we're doing now. Initially, for my brother. For myself, I studied science. I did a double major in genetics and biochemistry. I went on to study a master's in genetics. Of course, we applied discipline. The discipline that we had learned when we were younger, we applied it to our studies. My mother and my father never, ever made any hint or forced us to get into the business at all. You know, having that supportive family really pushes you to do things and extend yourself into areas that you never thought possible. Mom started off by actually making coconut shell jewelry in 1989. Our store was, and I joke to my daughter, I tell her, our first store was smaller than your bedroom. And she freaks out. She goes, really? I said, yeah, it was. It really was. So one of the things that have really, I would say, catapulted Janet's into success would be our leveraging of online platforms such as, well, the social media platforms, as well as our online presence, our online store presence at janetsamoa.com, where we sell pretty much all of our products. It all sounds very positive, but there were a lot of challenges. So discipline was very important in every aspect of my life. I think the discipline that I have did drive a passion for what I do now, and then that passion kind of drives into almost an obsession, because I think if you truly really love what you do, you get a bit obsessed with it, and I can say that I am quite obsessed with the work that I do and working in general and being creative and applying that to every aspect of my life. You don't have to be obsessed if you want to start a business. But it does help a bit. I think it does help. I think it really does help. You know, it really drives you forward, because not every day is going to be a good day. There's failures that come up all the time. There's challenges. But if you have that fuel and that drive, some people do call it passion. I think it's a little bit, for myself, I do know that it's a bit more of an obsession with what I do, and because it really gets me fueled up and excited about life, to be creative and to do what I do. So as you evolve in yourself, I think the business evolves too. Businesses can't evolve if you're not evolving. You have to have discipline. You really need to be positive and upbeat. Cultivate a strong mindset. Always look forward. You know, failures will always be there, but you only need that one golden opportunity. You know, luck might come into it, but I believe with hard work, you get luckier, if that makes sense. You know, that's the only way I see it. So I really learned from my parents, cultivating a strong mind, a little bit of a thick skin, definitely, and a love for what you do can get you far. If you're a creative person in particular, I know that a lot of times creatives can be thought of as a bit more emotional, but you really have to, that's where the discipline comes in. You really must discipline yourself, because there are times where challenges are going to take you on sort of this rocky road of emotions, and you really have to harness all of that discipline to get you back on solid ground. You have to. So if you are a creative person, cultivate discipline, but never lose your curiosity. Always keep it there. Never lose your creativity. It's the core of who you are. It's your value system. But discipline is what will drive you to success.